first play by Stuart Ardern. In rhyming couplets, Little Red ventures out into the woods and meets a hungry wolf posing as her grandmother.
Mrs. Hood must bake some pies, her daughter says.
I'll supervise.
Her mother shuts her eyes up tight by way of showing her delight.
All right, just don't get in the way.
Through gritted teeth I heard her say, the daughter gets out milk and eggs.
That's quite enough.
Her mother begs.
But we need scales and baking trays and sieves and spoons.
The daughter says.
A mixing bowl, some weights, a whisk. The job's soon done if we are brisk.
She fetches flour with a smile, says mother from beneath the pile.
You're getting underneath my feet. Just go and give your gran a treat.
A treat for Gran? What I will do is take a picnic just for two.
The picnic basket's close at hand, and very soon the menu's planned, with sandwiches of cheese and ham and watercress and raspberry jam.
What else can I fit into here? I know, Gran likes a drop of beer.
Her dad's supply of stout she sees.
I've got enough with two of these.
She packs 2 bottles with due care. The basket's full, no room to spare. At last she's ready to escape. She dons her hooded riding cape.
I'll take the path right through the wood. I'm off now, Mom.
Just you be good.
She leaves the house, not looking back, and skips up down the woodland track. The path looks clear enough, and yet the woods conceal a hidden threat. A wild wolf lurks behind the tree and thinks.
That girl hits straight for me. I do like little girls.
He says.
I haven't eaten one for days.
He tenses. Through the leaves he peers. Oblivious, his quarry nears. The happy girl begins to sing.
La
The
la
wolf
la.
is ready now to spring.
La la la.
About to strike a fatal
La la
blow.
la.
Which then someone shouts.
Hello!
A neighbor coming up the track.
How are you, Mr. Lumberjack?
The lumberjack says he's okay.
I sleep all night and work all day. Where are you going? Through the wood, my little Miss Red Riding Hood?
I've got some presents for my Gran. I'm off to her house, and that's my plan.
The little cottage just down the track? It's 2 miles there and 2 miles back.
He racks his brain, says lightning quick.
That's 4 miles by arithmetic.
The wolf hears from his hiding place and thinks.
What happens if I race? If I could reach that cottage first, then through the front door I would burst. I'd deal with Granny straight away, then wait for Red to come and play.
The wolf, he runs off through the trees, a sight that neither human sees.
Well, we'd best be on now. It's quite a walk. You don't have time to stop and talk.
With that, off goes Red Riding Hood. Her neighbor goes to chop some wood. Red Riding Hood, with scarce a worry, can never see the need to hurry. She stops her walk in many places to practice pulling funny faces. She stomps in puddles, kicks up leaves. She wipes her nose on both her sleeves. And one place where the mud is thick, she writes a rude word with a stick. Meanwhile, the wolf has raced ahead and found the grandmother in bed. He pauses just inside the door.
Who's just come in? My eyesight's poor. I can't see when you're over there. Put my glasses down somewhere.
Stay where you are. You have no choice.
Granny says.
Should I know that voice?
I am a wolf and I eat folk.
But Granny thinks this is a joke.
You want to eat me?
Not today. A tastier meal is on its way. No time for talking. Time to hide.
He bounds across to Granny's side. She finds a wolf before her eyes. The grandma faints in sheer surprise. The wolf thinks it a handsome jest to stuff her in the linen chest. He doesn't eat her, though she's light.
A snack would spoil my appetite. To eat her now would be a crime. I'll dine on her some other time.
With Granny's nightcap on his head, the wolf gets into Granny's bed. But just as he begins to snore, he hears a knocking on the door. The wolf's voice squeaks.
Who can this be?
And Red says,
Hello, Gran. It's me, your granddaughter, Red Riding Hood.
It is. My eyes aren't very good. I'm glad you've come, my precious peach. Sit over here where I can reach.
The grandchild takes her present out.
I brought you half a pint of stout.
The wolf says,
Hold the bottle tight.
and takes the top off with one bite. Red only grins as if to say,
Gran always opens her beer that way.
She puts the basket down with a smile, and they stare at each other for a while. Red Riding Hood says as she peers,
Granny, you've got big ears.
the wolf, hairs bristling on his body, says,
"You're mistaking me for Dobby."
the girl, continuing to stare, as if she doesn't have a care, head on one side in thoughtful pose, says,
Gran, you got a hairy nose.
the wolf can scarce contain his rage.
"You'll get one if you reach my age."
He snarls, exposing canine fangs. From each tooth, fresh saliva hangs. The girl, not showing any fear, continues sitting there to peer. She contemplates the lupine muzzle, says,
Gran, this really is a puzzle. You've got fangs on top and fangs beneath. Oh, Granny, you've got big teeth.
He smiles with a wicked grin.
"They're nice and sharp to bite your skin. I'd like to sink my teeth in you."
Don't mess with me. I know kung fu.
He jumps out from beneath the sheet, and, readying himself to eat, the wolf prepares to take a bite. The girl is sure this isn't right.
Oh, wicked wolf, you're not my Gran.
She reaches for a frying pan and claps him smartly on the head. He falls back, dizzy on the bed. But even though it wasn't planned, he knocks the pan out of her hand. A single bullseye is her score. The pan falls, ringing to the floor. The wolf emits a piercing howl.
"Woo!"
But he's not one to throw in the towel. His next intention is to throttle. He hasn't reckoned with the bottle, which Little Red strikes on his bonds. The wolf is knocked right at once. The second he falls to the floor, the lumberjack comes to the door.
I thought I heard a noise like a fight. Is everyone here all right?
His jaw drops. His heart skips a beat. He sees a wolf sprawled at his feet.
A hungry wolf? What happened here?
The girl just grins from ear to ear.
I brained him with a frying pan.
Yes? Oh my word, where is your Gran?
Just as she ponders this request, they hear knocking from the chest. Little Red goes to lift the lid and finds out where her Gran is hid. The grandma faints from too much strain. The grandchild shuts the lid again and says,
It's unorthodox. She fell asleep inside this box.
the lumberjack starts to relax, and, polishing his favorite axe, he drags the wicked wolf away to deal with him without delay. Little Red puts back the pan, then goes to lift the lid to wake her Gran.
It really is you, Little Red? I thought I saw a wolf instead.
Your doctor should do optic checks. It's high time you get better specs. Mom said I should bring you a treat, so I brought some food for us to eat.
The grandma can't work it out.
I'm sure there was a wolf about. Big teeth and shaggy coat of gray. But if there was, it's gone away. A great big hairy wolf with fleas.
Red says,
Yes, Gran, have some cheese.
with Grandma puzzled but subdued, they take time to enjoy the food, then gossip about this and that, till Red says,
Thank you for the chat. I really should be getting back. It's dark along the forest track.
and on her way home, she plays some more. Mom's waiting at the cottage door.
Come in and have your supper, dear. Did Granny like her cheese and beer?
There was a wolf in Granny's bed, so I gave him the beer instead. That wicked wolf said he would bite, but I insisted that we fight, so I hit him with a frying pan, and after that, I rescued Gran.
Well, that's a deed to be admired. And after that, you must be tired.
She pats her daughter on the head and sends her swiftly up to bed.
Not heard such a tale in years. Where does that girl get her ideas?
Yay.